Yo, what's going on, guys? Chris Barnard here, Overtime Athletes. Got a question on my DMs on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you check out the inside at Overtime Athletes. I'm constantly answering questions in there, trying to provide you guys with awesome content. It's just another platform for me to be able to help support you athletes. So what he was asking me, he saw a video that I was doing with some of my baseball athletes, and he asked me how I was progressing med ball movements. And I thought that was an interesting question, so I figured I'd just go ahead and flip the camera on and spit with you guys and kind of give you my insight to what I'm trying to do. Now, let's take one particular motion. You guys have seen many of different ones. You guys could see where I do some kind of med ball chest pass. I'll do a rotational throw. I'll do a soccer throw. I'll do a med ball broad toss or chest pass into facing forward. Many different ways where we can integrate from the lower body into some kind of rotation or even forward. But what it starts off with is I want you to think of it in, the most basic way I can explain it is think of it in 3 phases. Now, depending on the athlete, I might throw something else or throw some kind of variation at them. But to give you a more simplified version of this, think of it in 3 phases. Base phase, I want to start by eliminating the lower body. And we do that by simply dropping to a knee. So I can go half kneeling or kneeling, right? And we could do med ball side chest pass. We could do side throw from here. And I'm just eliminating the lower body, right? I could do from a half kneeling, like I said, single arm chest pass, bang, and explode. A lot of times what I'll do is each week I'll progress that movement with a pause. So I might go controlled, eccentric here, and then boom, explode. Or I might go snap back, pause, and then explode, and then finish off with a full range, bang, as fast as I possibly can, back and then forward. Then the next phase, what I progress to is coming onto the feet, but in a static position, okay? So now we're doing the same thing, but now I can actually load this hip, right? So I'm here, boom, I can do the same thing. Pause, explode, or I can have him lean, boom, and explode, or even a final progression is to jump into it, react off the ground, and then explode. Finally, in phase 3, think of this as overspeed, right? Think of this as running downhill. We want to increase and raise the threshold of that movement. So I'll actually have more of a dynamic movement. So I'll have him build up some momentum, generate more force, right? Because the body's moving forward, and then move into a throw. So it's just a simple progression of what I'm trying to do to raise that threshold of that movement and that chain of movements that creates that sequence to overall produce that force. So I hope that helps. That's the progression of med ball and what I'm trying to accomplish with athletes. I'll catch you guys next time.